Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this little one with me who's a little sick right now, but she has a little bit of a cold and she's just resting on me right now. So I thought I would do a quick video and tell you guys a few of the ways that we save money on buying toys for our kids. And we don't have a lot of toys, but we do try to stick to good quality toys. So let me start by telling you guys the number one way that I save money on toys is just not buying a lot of toys. But it goes beyond that. I buy toys that basically are so open-ended that you could, my kids can use them a variety of different ways, so that way I don't have to buy so many toys. So things like blocks, things like, we try to stick to like wood toys and just natural materials, not plastic. But if you don't have a problem with plastic, then things like, you know, Legos and things like that, they can be used in a variety of ways. You don't actually have to have, for example, a dollhouse. We do have a dollhouse, but you don't have to have a dollhouse, because if you have blocks, then your child could create a dollhouse out of their blocks, for example. So you know, also magnet tiles is a great one. You know, although we try to stick to more natural materials in terms of our toys, we do have some toys that aren't, like, for example, wood, and one of those examples is magnet tiles. So try to stick to really open-ended toys, and not toys that, for example, I used to have a good girlfriend. She used to buy a lot of, you know, whatever, like toys that you would buy like at Toys R Us or Target or whatever. Just like electronic toys that you push a couple buttons and they, you know, the toy talks back to you and things like that. And what she ended up realizing is that her kid was excited about that toy for a little while, and then eventually that toy was not important anymore. And the kid was bored with the toy. So that's why toys that can be manipulated and you know, used in a variety of ways are better. So again, like blocks, balls, bowls, cups, for example, just like these little just wooden bowls. They're always stacking them. They come in a variety of different colors, and they actually have little holes, so you can put them in the water and then water goes through them. So they're kind of fun. These are made by Plant Toys. Just stuff like cars, for example. This one's painted and it's been destroyed a little bit, but you know, it's been loved. Again, more blocks. We have, these are Tegu blocks, so all kinds of different blocks. They don't have to be just basic wood blocks. These are magnetic blocks, and my daughter Maya, who's only 1, loves these blocks too. Scarves. I'm sure you guys have heard of Sarah Silks. They have great scarves that you can use for open-ended play, but you can also just use your own scarves if you have scarves. I've gone to the Goodwill and gotten scarves at the Goodwill, and my daughter Lyric uses them for open-ended play, so you don't have to buy Sarah Silk's scarves, although they're great and they're wonderful and I love them. You know, sometimes it doesn't allow, your budget doesn't allow for it, so my point is that you want to keep it very open-ended and good quality toys. Toys that are not going to break very fast. So that brings me to number 2, is sticking to good quality toys. Because a lot of times plastic toys, they break really fast, and then you end up having to buy more, and that's kind of a pain. So you end up spending more money when you buy just cheaply made toys. But I know some people are probably thinking, well, those wood toys are very expensive, but if you're buying less of them because you're sticking to open-ended toys, you're actually spending less money over time. So that's number 2. Number 3 is trying to go to consignment sales. I do that a lot, not only for toys, but for clothes and things like that, and books for my children, where parents can sell items that their kids, here you go, where parents can sell items that their kids basically don't use anymore. So you can find clothes, you can buy baby carriers there, you can buy all kinds of stuff. I have found a lot of eco-friendly, great quality toys. Also check out apps that I've talked about before in the past, like Close 5. Let's see, Garage Sale, I think, is another app. Craigslist, obviously eBay. There's a lot of Facebook mom groups where you can buy used toys. There's also even Instagram. I've seen people sell toys on Instagram. So Facebook and Instagram, I'm part of. On Facebook, I'm part of some Waldorf groups, and I'm part of some Montessori groups and like Reggio groups and things like that, and where moms will sell, not just moms, but parents will sell their kids toys that they're no longer used because maybe they just grow out of it or something. And number 4, I think this is number 4, but either way, is doing a swap of toys with friends, particularly like in your neighborhood. If you know moms in your neighborhoods with kids around the same age, that maybe their kid is losing interest in a toy. Like for example, my daughter Lyric, her friend lives, one of her friends lives in the neighborhood, and so sometimes we swap toys for a little while, and we have like a, I don't know, like a chart, so we keep track of who has what. And then when my daughter or her daughter wants something back, we do the switch again, and it works out great. So we do that even with books, and we do that with toys. Oh, hi. Oh, she's been really sick the last 2 days. She'll be her second day. And so I kind of just been hanging around. It's the weekend right now, and we've been hanging around the house pretty much all day. And so my husband took Lyric out to the pool, and I thought I would hang out here inside with Maya. And she just woke up from a nap. Oh, as you can see, she's really sick. Say hi, Maya. Hi. 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 Another way to save money on toys is by going to places that you wouldn't think would be a good place to buy toys. For example, Home Goods. Home Goods is a really good one. Like they have really cool toys there sometimes. I believe those blocks are from the Wooden Story. I think I don't remember the name, but I'm pretty sure it's the Wooden Story. And I got those blocks at Home Goods for really cheap, and they're made in Europe, and non-toxic paint, all that, you know, good stuff. But so yeah, Home Goods is a great place. Like you wouldn't think to go there to buy toys, but they have like outdoor toys made by Green Toys there for a lot cheaper. I've seen Plant Toys there before. I've seen Tegu blocks there. So check out Home Goods, and check out places like TJ Maxx and Ross. And another place you could check out is Etsy. Etsy has great toys made by people that take their time and are passionate about making toys a lot of times. And a lot of times these toys are made, they're like unfinished, they're not painted. So you could paint them yourself to be sure that they're painted with non-toxic paint, or a lot of times if you trust the seller, they're painted with non-toxic paint. And there's a place that I recently found on Etsy, and I discovered this store on Etsy through another YouTuber, and her channel is We Sprout. She has an awesome channel. She shows you how to save money on a variety of different things, like particularly homeschooling and toys and things like that. But she did a video on this store on Etsy called ClickityClack, I believe, and they make awesome toys, mostly unfinished. So you have to do a little bit of sanding maybe and painting, but that's okay. And I don't know, I really like a lot of their toys. They have like animals, for example, kind of like Hoss Tiger, not this specific bear, but they'll have, you know, like an animal, something like this. This is by Hoss Tiger, but they'll have a horse, for example, and then on the top they have a little hole for a peg doll, which is, I think, is kind of cool. So we have one, but I don't know where the heck it's at right now, or I will show you it. Yeah, anyways, so you should definitely check out Etsy. Particularly that store is a great one, but there's a lot of different stores on Etsy where you can find things like that. And that actually brings me to my next point, which is having your kids make their own toys. And what I mean by that is, like, an Etsy, for example, comes in handy when it comes to making your own toys, because you can buy, like I said, unfinished toys there, and then you can have your kids help paint them, or just have them paint them themselves. And I feel like they're more likely to play with them when they help create them. At least I know with Lyric, that works. Her and I usually will sit down and we'll paint our pig dolls together, and sometimes she just does it by herself. And it's not exactly the way I would do it, but it doesn't matter, because she's the one's gonna be playing with it, and if she's proud of it and likes it, well, it doesn't matter, you know? So, also, you can sign up for like flash sale alerts. So websites like Zulily, and I think there was another one called Outlook. I don't remember what they're called, but I'll try to find it and link it down below. But they have toys, and they have like these flash sales that you can sign up for. And then another thing is, like, especially for babies, is not buying so many baby toys. And I know that seems obvious, but a lot of times babies don't need, like, they don't need toys that much. You can give them pots and pans. And I recently did a video on, like, you know, toys from a 3 to 6 month old. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned in that video that you don't really need to buy toys. I love good quality toys, but I also realize that toys aren't a necessity. And, you know, sometimes I give my 1-year-old just pots and pans that I have, and spoons, and that entertains her for a long time. And then the outdoors is a big, big playground. And so we do spend a lot of time outdoors. I let my kids get muddy and dirty, and I absolutely love it. That is the best toy there is. My daughter uses a lot of mud to pretend that that's food, and that's great. It's just a lot of fun. And this one, my 1-year-old, she loves to play in the dirt and it's one of her favorite things to do. I mean, that will keep her more occupied than the toys that we have. So too many toys can be overstimulating, which is bringing me to another point that I almost forgot, which is toy rotation. Toy rotation will save you a ton of money. We try to keep a minimal amount of toys out, and then we take them out, you know, when it seems like my daughter is starting to get bored with the toy. And I say my daughter, when I say that, I just mean Lyric, because Maya will pretty much play with anything. She's only 1. But when Lyric seems to be getting bored with her toys, you got it. We basically will rotate the toys. I have a closet that I keep, and I am going to be doing a toy collection pretty soon, and it's going to be a collaboration with another YouTuber, so you guys will check that out. But we keep a small amount of toys out, and then we rotate them every month, sometimes even earlier. So yeah, so that's all I can think of right now. I'm sure there is other ways to save money. If you can think of anything else, please comment down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will check you guys out on the next one. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Where are you going?